Good evening, my fellow Americans. On September 11th, enemies of freedom have committed an act of war against our country. Americans have known wars, but for the past 136 years, there have been wars on foreign soil except for one in Sunday in 1941. Americans have known the casualties of wars, but not at the center of the great city on a peaceful morning. Americans have known surprise attacks, but never before thousands of civilians. All of this was brought upon us in a single day. And night fell on a different world, a world where freedom itself is under attack. Americans have many questions tonight. Americans are asking, who attacked our country? The evidence we have gathered points to the collection of loosely affiliated terrorist organizations known as the Al-Qaeda. These are some of the murderers indicted for bombing American embassies in Tanzania and in Kenya, and responsible for bombing the USS Cole. Al-Qaeda is terror what the mafia is to crime. But its goal is not making money. Its goal is remaking the world and imposing its radical beliefs on people everywhere. We are not deceived by their pretenses to piety. We have seen their kind before. They are the heirs of murderous ideologies of the 20th century. By sacrificing human life to serve their radical visions, by abandoning every value except to will to power, they follow in the path of fascism, Nazism, and totalitarianism. And they will follow that path all the way to where it ends. In history's unmarked grave of discarded lies, Americans are asking, how will we fight and win this war? We will direct every resource at our command, every means of diplomacy, every tool of intelligence, every instrument of law enforcement, every financial influence, and every necessary weapon of war to the disruption and to the defeat of the global terror network. Now, this war will not be like the war against Iraq a decade ago, with decisive liberation of territory and swift conclusion. It will not look like this war above in Kosovo 2 years ago, where no ground troops were used and not a single American was lost in combat. No, our response involves far more instant retaliation and isolated strikes. Americans should not expect one battle, but a lengthy campaign unlike any other we have ever seen. Thank you and God bless.